Web page title accessibility. The Executive Chamber will not discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities on the basis of disability in its services, programs, or activities. Notice under the Americans with Disabilities Act. In accordance with the requirements of Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, ADA, the Executive Chamber will not discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities on the basis of disability in its services, programs, or activities. Employment. The Executive Chamber does not discriminate on the basis of disability in its hiring or employment practices and complies with all regulations promulgated by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission under Title I of the ADA. Effective communication. The Executive Chamber will generally, upon request, provide appropriate aids and services leading to effective communication for qualified persons with disabilities so they can participate equally in Executive Chamber programs, services, and activities, including qualified sign language interpreters, documents in Braille, and other ways of making information and communications accessible to people who have speech, hearing, or vision impairments. Modifications to policies and procedures. The Executive Chamber will make all reasonable modifications to policies and programs to ensure that people with disabilities have an equal opportunity to enjoy all of its programs, services, and activities. For example, individuals with service animals are welcome in Executive Chamber offices even where pets are generally prohibited. Anyone who requires an auxiliary aid or service for effective communication or a modification of policies and procedures to participate in a program, service, or activity of Executive Chamber should contact Kim Hill at email address accessibility@exec, E-X-E-C, period, ny, period, gov, as soon as possible, but no later than 48 hours before the scheduled event. The ADA does not require the Executive Chamber to take any action that would fundamentally alter the nature of its programs or services or impose an undue financial or administrative burden. Complaints that a program, service, or activity of the Executive Chamber is not accessible to persons with disabilities should be directed to Kim Hill at email address accessibility@exec.ny.gov. The Executive Chamber will not place a surcharge on a particular person with a disability or any group of individuals with disabilities to cover the costs of providing auxiliary aids, services, or reasonable modifications of policy, such as retrieving items from locations that are open to the public but are not accessible to persons who use wheelchairs.
Grievance procedure and complaint form.
The ADA grievance procedure and complaint form are located on the website.
https://www.governor.ny.gov/accessibility